Hello, good evening. Welcome to yoga. My name's Diamond. Thanks for joining me tonight. Sorry, there's a cat meowing. We're going to do a nice all levels class. We're going to get up and moving a little bit before we settle down and hold some stretches for some longer breaths and get us all relaxed for our evenings. You shouldn't need any props unless you would like to practice with some. It might be nice to sit up on some blocks or maybe use them for some balance, or maybe have a blanket nearby, a pillow, something just to make sitting in a seat more comfortable. And if at any point you feel like you need to take a rest, just come to child's pose or down dog. I'm going to start by sitting up on a block. We're just going to come into a nice, comfortable seated position. If cross-legged doesn't work for you, you can come to the knees. However you like, you really just want to be able to have a straight spine. Crown of the head reaches up towards the ceiling. Shoulders squeeze up towards the ears and then relax down the back. Bring the hands to the knees. Tuck the rib cage under so you're not sticking the rib cage out. And maybe we close our eyes just for a second. Take an inhale in through the nose. Then exhale, open the mouth, side out. Take another inhale in through the nose. Then as you exhale, open the mouth, side out. Last one, take a big inhale in, fill the belly up with air. And as you exhale, sigh out the mouth, open up the eyes, check in. How are you feeling right now? Let's start by warming up through the neck. So starting to look up towards the sky, tilting the chin towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring the chin down towards the chest. Repeat this motion. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look up once more. Exhale, chin to chest. On your next inhale, bring your head back up to center. We're going to walk the fingers out to the sides. And we're just going to drop our left ear over to our left shoulder, feeling a nice stretch through the right side of the neck. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, drop the opposite ear to the shoulder. Inhale in, come back to center. Drop that other ear back to the shoulder. And this time, as you breathe, begin to tilt your head upwards and down, looking down towards the knee, looking up towards the ceiling, pausing. If you feel any tension or tightness, noticing how you feel. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop the opposite ear to the shoulder. And as you did on the other side, begin to shift your neck. Look down towards your knee. Maybe look up towards the sky. Explore here. Maybe pausing if you find a spot that feels nice to you. And then inhaling, coming back to center. From here, we're going to take the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, press the head back into the hands. The shoulder blades are going to come together and the elbows are going to come out wide. As you inhale, open up through the chest. Maybe you look up just a little bit. And as you exhale, the elbows are going to come together. Maybe we cave through the back just a little bit. Inhaling, open up the chest. Elbows are wide. Exhale, elbows come together, round through the back. Bring the chin towards the chest. Repeat this a few times. Last one. On your next inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. And as we exhale, elbows come wide once more. Cactus the arms, open up through the chest. Bending a little bit deeper through the back. Maybe we start to gaze up and behind. We inhale, the arms come back overhead. This time we're going to turn over to our right. Our left hand comes to our right knee. Right hand comes behind. As we inhale, the crown of the head reaches up towards the sky, spine straightens, and as we exhale, twist from the belly button, begin to look over to the side, maybe up behind you, over the right shoulder. And breathe here. On your next inhale, hands come up to the sky, center. And as we exhale, twist the opposite direction. Right hand comes to the left knee. Inhale, grow a little bit taller. As you exhale, twist to look over the left shoulder. Inhale, come up back to center. Exhale, we're actually going to bring our hands behind us. If you're sitting on a prop, move it out of the way. I will turn so you can see. And we can either leave our hands behind us or we can lift them. We're going to bring our knees up into our chest, engage the core, and we're going to come into boat pose, Navasana. Point the toes. Make sure the shins are parallel from the mat. We're not slouching in the spine here, so really support yourself through the lower back. Belly button pulls to the spine, core is activated. Again, we can be here. On your next exhale, we're going to straighten the arms and legs, lower the body halfway down, canoe. Hollow out the body, really engage the core. Inhale, bring the knees back in, boat pose. Let's do this twice more. Exhale, we're going to lower. Inhale, knees in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, knees in. I lied. We're going to exhale one more time, but this time we're going to come all the way to our backs. Release the body to the ground, corpse pose or shavasana. Maybe we wiggle out the wrists and the ankles. Before we meet, palms facing up towards the sky. Close down the eyes here. Let the limbs become heavy. Checking in with yourself. How do you feel right now? We're going to be here for 10 breaths. Let's fill the belly up with air. Fill the rib cage, fill the chest. And then we exhale, empty out completely. Inhale once more. Find expansion through the body. Exhale completely. 8 more rounds of breath. I will leave you to it on your own. Last breath. Exhale. With the eyes beginning to open now, we're going to make small movements in the body. Waking back up, take note of how you feel, any sensations in the body. We're going to bring the soles of the feet to the mat here. The feet are going to walk in towards the body. Tailbone's going to tuck under so the spine is flat to the mat, and then the hands are going to reach down towards the heels. We're going to press down through the feet, all through 10 toes. And as we inhale, we're going to lift up, press the hips up to the sky. Knees are driving forward, thighs are driving together. Taking it easy here, bridge pose. This is the first of the day. And then we're going to slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Upper back, mid back, lower back is last. We'll do this once more. Press down through the feet. Lift up the hips to the sky. Roll up through the spine. Thighs squeezing together. Take one deep breath. As you exhale, lower the body down. Let's do this once more. Inhale, ground down through the feet. We're going to lift the hips up to the sky. Press down, lift up. And then slowly lower the body down. We're going to leave the left foot where it is. We're going to take that right knee and we're going to squeeze it in towards the chest. We're going to take this right ankle, cross it over the left knee, and press the right knee away from the body. Stay here and breathe. We're going to begin to lift the left foot off the ground, grab onto the left thigh, and pull it in towards the body. Maybe we use the right elbow to press the knee away from the body to encourage the hip to open. Maybe we circle out through the ankle. And feel free to stay here, or if you would like a little bit more, begin to straighten through that left leg. The foot is going to flex and point here. Still squeezing that knee or that thigh, in closer to the body. If the leg is straightened, begin to bend. We're going to bring the sole of the foot back down to the mat. The right ankle is going to stay where it is, right knee pressing away from the body. This time we're going to drop our knees over to the left so the right sole of the foot comes to the floor, and we're going to come to a twist here. This right knee still pressing away from the body. Breathe here, just a few more breaths. Engage through the core. Come back to center. We're just going to switch legs here. So the sole of the right foot's going to come down to the ground. The left knee is going to come in towards the chest. Then we're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee. Left knee presses away from the body. This is our first option. Stay here or start to lift the right foot up. Right knee comes into the chest. We squeeze the right thigh in towards the body as we press the left knee away from us. Circle through that right ankle just to wake up through the foot. And if you did so on the other side, begin to straighten through the right leg and flex and point through the foot here. Still pulling that right thigh in. Still taking full deep breaths. Begin to bend through that right knee if the leg was straight. We're going to drop the sole of the right foot to the ground. Knee still pressing away from the body. We're going to turn or tilt our knees over so the left sole of the foot comes to the ground here. And we're going to breathe in this twist. Maybe we look over to the left side of the mat. Maybe we take this hand and just gently place it on the thigh to encourage it away from the body. Begin to activate the core. Bring your knees back upright. We're going to bring the knees into the chest here. Bring the nose to the knees. Curl yourself into a little ball. And then bring the body back down. Grab the backs of the thighs or the outsides of the feet. And begin to rock up and down the spine here. Trying to catch yourself. It's okay if your feet touch the ground. And eventually we're going to roll over and then come onto all fours. We'll meet in a tabletop position with the shoulders above the wrists, the hips above the knees. Take a few cat-cows, dropping the belly, opening up the chest, shoulder blades squeeze together as we look up on an inhale, cow pose. And as you exhale, belly button comes to spine, chin comes to chest, arch the back, really press the ground away from you. Inhaling, dropping the belly, looking up. Exhale, curve through the spine a few more times on your own. From here, find a neutral spine. We're really going to press our hands into the mat and push the mat away from us. We're going to flex through the right foot here and slide it back behind us, really rocking back and forth on this right foot, stretching through the leg, through the calf. From here, we're going to shift this back left leg off to the side of the mat to just create an angle. And then we're going to roll over onto the bottom or the inside of the right foot. And then we're going to bring our right hand to our hip here. And we can pause here, pressing into the ground, this side plank variation. Or we can begin to lift the arm up towards the sky and look up. Breathe here. And maybe we flex through the right foot and begin to lift it so it's parallel to the body. Shoulder blades are stacked. Hips are pressing forward. One more breath. And then we're slowly going to release. We're going to pivot so we're facing forward on our mat again. And then we're going to step the right foot up in between the hands and we're going to come into a lunge position. Stay here. Take a deep breath. Feel free to lift the leg here for the next part or keep it down, whichever. For this first time, I'm going to leave it down just so you can see. And then as you inhale, we're going to press down through the top of the foot and the left leg. If you're up, you're going to press back through that left heel. And then we're going to lift and hover our hands behind us so the chest is lifted off the knee, but we're leaning forward, kind of like we're pulling ourselves backwards while trying to fall forward. One more breath here. And then slowly release the hands. Step the right foot back. We're going to stay in this tabletop position and we're just going to repeat on the other side. So from here, we're going to slide that left foot back and rock through the foot. Pressing the ground away from us. From here, we're going to shift. We're going to rotate on the right foot, really plant it down to the top of the foot and the shin are pressing into the ground. And then we're going to open up through the chest so our shoulders are stacked. Left hand is going to come to the waist here. And we're pressing into the ground with our left foot. Pause here or lift the hand up to the sky. Maybe we flex through the left foot and lift it out, kick it out like you're trying to kick through a wall. Body is a straight line. One more breath. And then release. Both hands come to the ground. We're going to pivot so we're forward again. The left foot's going to step up in between the hands. And we're going to come into this lunge position here. So we're going to pause here with the leg down. Try to do whatever you did on the other side. I'm just going to lift my knee so you can see what this looks like with the knee lifted. So pause here with the hands on the ground. And then as you exhale, we're going to lift the hands off the ground, fly them behind us, really press down through the lower body. Your fingertips pull back, chest comes forward. One more breath. And then we're slowly going to lower down. This time we're going to step the left foot back, come into plank. Feel free to keep the knees lowered here for this first one. We're actually going to come down and go knees, chest comes to the ground, chin comes to the ground. You're like this funky inchworm here. And then as you inhale, shoulders pull back, elbows pull together, and we're gonna lift up through the upper body, baby, cobra, and then lower down. From here, we're gonna press the body up into our first downward facing dog. Feel free to bend the knees here. But on every exhale, try to encourage the heels a little bit closer to the ground and the legs to straighten. Press into the hands and feet evenly. Feet are hip distance apart, as are the hands. On an inhale, come to the tippy toes. Look up towards the top of the mat. As you exhale, take a bunch of small steps to the front. And we'll meet in a forward fold here. Hinging from the hips, allowing the chest to come closer to the knees. Maybe we clasp the arms up overhead, head is heavy, neck is loose. We can sway side to side, find stillness. You can keep a bend in the knees if that feels good to you. Find an option that works for your body. And if the hands are clasped, slowly release, press down through the legs and lift the body up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to come to stand here. Palms face forward, crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. Tailbone tucks under. Press down through all 10 toes evenly. And the backs of the heels. Pause. Check in with yourself, check in with your breath. Are you breathing? And then we're going to continue moving here. We're just going to step back now. So we're going to come into a lunge by lifting the right leg. It's going to come behind us. Legs are on train tracks. We're going to bend down through the left knee. So the left knee is over the left ankle. Feel free to bend that back knee to get your center underneath you. And then maybe we straighten it out here. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Take a breath here. Really sink down into the hips. We're going to pull the left hip crease back. Press the right hip crease forward. On your next breath, we're going to lean forward and our arms are going to come back just like we were before. Take a breath here. Exhale completely. Really ground down through the left foot. Press into the big toe mound. And we're going to step the right foot up to meet the left. As we swing the arms up, hips are going to drop back. We're going to come into chair pose here. Look up towards the sky. Tailbone tucks under. Make sure the weight of your body is in your heels. Maybe try to lift the toes off the mat. Sink a little bit deeper. On an inhale, come up to stand. Let's repeat on the other side. We're going to step the right foot or the left foot back this time. Come into our lunge, arms up towards the sky. Pulling that left hip crease back, pressing the left or right hip crease back, pressing the left one forward. On your next breath, we're going to fly the arms back behind us, chest comes forward. Really press down through that back heel and breathe. Body is a diagonal line here. Ground down through the right foot, press down through the big toe mound. Left foot comes up to meet the right. As we bend through the knees, lift the arms up, chair pose. And then we're going to come to stand here. From here, we're going to spread the feet out, heel toe them a little bit farther than hip distance apart. And then we're just going to start to shift the body. Maybe bend down through the legs and start to bring our bodies down closer to the ground. Maybe pause here. Maybe this is where you are. Or maybe the hands come to the ground. We find some movement here, shifting side to side. You can come up to the toes. This is a place, if you have a blanket, you can roll it up and place it underneath the heels. You can also place a block underneath you. Or you can just come to Malasana squat. Tailbone is going to tuck under. The palms of the hands are going to come together. The elbows are going to press the knees apart. We're straightening through the spine. Crown of the head still reaching up towards the sky. Press the shoulder blades open, or the collarbones, I'm sorry. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Spine is straight. And breathe. We're going to start to slow down a little bit here. Maybe be here for about a minute. Again, this is a great place to use a block since we will be here a little bit longer. So just find an option that works for you, where you can breathe deeply and begin to relax into the pose, steadying the breath. Just a few more breaths. And then slowly start to release, start to come out of it. If you have a prop, maybe move it out of the way. We're just going to bring our bottoms to the ground here. And our legs are going to come out long. From here, the right knee is going to come up. And we're going to pull it into the body and then allow the knee to fall away from us, coming into Janu Sirsasana. Maybe moving the fleshy part of the buttocks away so the sit bones are on the ground. The left foot is flexed towards the face. There could be a slight bend in the left knee. We're just going to try to straighten our spine here. Elongate through the back. And then as we exhale, we're going to fold over that left foot. But let's bring the backs of the hands to the mat so the palms are facing up. Encouraging us to soften into the pose rather than to pull ourselves forward. And just let gravity do its thing here. We'll be here for a minute or two. Again, starting to slow down through the practice. Beginning to relax the body as we prepare for the evening. Notice how, as you continue to breathe and hold this posture, your body begins to release and soften. And if you feel any tension, try to direct your breath towards that feeling. Last breath. As you inhale, begin to press into the ground. Lift your body up, walk your hands in towards the body. And the hands are going to come behind. We're just going to switch legs and go to the other side. So the right leg is going to come out long. Bring the left knee in towards the body and allow that knee to fall away. We're going to flex the right foot towards the face here. Straighten up through the spine. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, begin to fall forward over that front leg. We'll be here for a few minutes. Continue to breathe deeply. Allow your body to become heavy, palms face up towards the sky. Head is heavy. Maybe around through the spine. Just relax here. Almost there. Just a little bit longer. Keep breathing. On your next inhale, begin to look up, lift the body up, press the hands into the ground and walk them back. So your upper body comes over top your hips once more. We're going to straighten the other leg. Bring them both out long. Feet are together and flex towards the face. Hands come towards the sides of the hips. Shoulder blades squeeze together. The chest opens up. And maybe we tilt the chin to the chest, elongating the top, the neck, and the back of the spine. Legs are active here. And then release. We're going to come all the way to our backs now. We're going to pull that right knee in towards the chest here. The left leg is going to come out long. We can rock the knee side to side here. Eventually pulling it up and towards the right elbow, or the right armpit, I'm sorry. And we're going to hold it here. Left leg is long. And breathe. Take an inhale, bring your knee towards the center, and as you exhale, we're going to let the right arm come out long. The knee is going to cross over towards the left side of the body. And we'll breathe here. Shoulder blades are grounded. The left hand could be on the right knee. If this is too much, you can always bring the knees together, or you can press the knees further away from the body. If you would like a little bit more, you can straighten the right leg. I don't have the room to here, but that is an option. We'll be here for a few minutes. Wherever you are, just allow yourself to release. Keep breathing. Trying to go deeper into this posture.